welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see how Salesforce to Salesforce connection works. So if you have a multiple Salesforce org and you want to exchange data between them, there are multiple ways we can do. Of course, one way is you can either take an advantage of some ESB tool like MuleSoft, or you can take an advantage of ETL tool like IBM Data Stage or Informatica Power Center. However, one of the old gem, which is a Salesforce to Salesforce connection, which is available free of cost, and you can integrate to Salesforce environment without even writing a single line of code. Now, these days, the recommendation from Salesforce and multiple architects are if you have external object or I will say Salesforce Connect license available, you can create a custom Apex based or custom adapter, and then you can do the Salesforce to Salesforce integration. However, one important difference between Salesforce Connect and the Salesforce to Salesforce connection is in Salesforce Connect, the data is virtually available, not physically copied. And in Salesforce to Salesforce, data is physically copied. So in this video, I will try to recap or try to just walk you through very quick steps on how we can enable and we can use Salesforce to Salesforce Connect. So the first step is what I'm going to do is I have two org, as you can see in the URL. One is 24 org and one is 28 org. So in my case, 24 org, I will, this is a source org, and 28 org, let's say, is a client org, or you can say the target org. Now, first step you have to do is you must be in the Salesforce Classic. So working with the Salesforce to Salesforce, enabling that connection and integration, you need to go to the Classic, and once it is enabled, you can go back to the Lightning experience. So in admin setup menu, search for Salesforce to Salesforce in both org, Salesforce to Salesforce settings, and I will go and check here as well. In the both org, I have enabled, as you can see, Salesforce to Salesforce and some information about what is an email address from where the invitation would be sent, and some of the default email template. If you want, we can change these email template. So once that is done, the next step would be to create a connection template in source org. So what you can do is you can click here and search for connections here. And in the connection, there are two tabs, connection tabs and template tabs. Go on templates. You can create a new template. Now, all you have to do is just give the name of this template and activate it. Of course, description is always the best practice. In case you have multiple templates, you should know what that template is doing. Now, in my case, I have created a template which is going to just sync a lead object in that field. So what you can do is for the published object, you have to choose what object, how many objects you're going to publish. So for an example, if I want to publish multiple objects, I can go ahead, I can choose it. All the standard custom objects, everything appears here. Right now, I'm not going to make any modification here. Once you select the object, you have to choose what field you need to publish. So in my case, I have said, okay, let's publish only two field, which is a company field and the last name field. That's it. Now once that is done, let's say you have a two Salesforce org. What you need to do is the admin of another Salesforce org, now in this case G28, you have to create a contact record for that user, and you have to go on connections. You can create a new connection, and you can say you have to choose that contact. Now what's going to happen is once you click a save and send invitation, it will send a unique URL to that email address, and using that email address we have to authenticate the target org. So that means this user needs to have a user in the this org. So I already have a done setup there. So you choose. Right now what I have done is I have a Jitendra Salesforce to Salesforce. Now the email address is the email address which I can click, and I should be able to log into this org. So all you have to do is just follow the email, assuming that you already did it. This is how it's gonna look like. So you can see that I have used the template as a sync lead. It is my account, and what I, so in a single connection you can publish and you can subscribe at the same time. Now right now, as I have selected this template, by default it is syncing the lead. If you want, you can come here, you can override here as well, okay, the what field you need to sync, but that's fine. Right now I'm syncing on the company and the last name. Now, once that is done, the important thing is what you have to do is you have to go to the setup of that object. Now, in this case, our object is lead object, and in the lead, you have to go to the search layout, and in a list view, let me see. So this is a list view. In the list view, you have to you have to enable this button which says forward to connection. So see here what I'm gonna do it. So I am going to create a new lead record, and today's date is April 26th. So I will say April 26th, Salesforce to Salesforce connection, and I will save this. So once that is done, what you can do is you go on the list view. So I go on open lead, and I will see Salesforce to Salesforce April 26th, and I have to click this button forward to connection. Now in destination all, if you see, I am in the all open lead record. Right now I don't have any lead here. So I will just say forward to connection. I'm saying you might have multiple connections available. Right now I have only one, and I will just say save. Now this whole interaction you can automate. APIs are available. If you want, you can create a trigger after the lead insert, and you can automatically forward. So really you don't need to go back and every time you have to click on the forward to connection. Now if I come here and let's refresh, as you can see immediately it appeared. However, you have to be careful. There is no SLA available. It might be synced immediately like it is done right now, or it might take some time. So if you can see, the one most important thing is it shows created by connection user. Now as you can see, this is automated behind the scenes Salesforce user. You don't have an opportunity or a capability to change its profile. Now you can see that external sharing is available. So any update happened would be updated here. So if I go back here again, I open here. So this is my source org. It says that uh, external share is enabled. So what that means is if I go ahead and if I edit title saying let's say Mr. I just change that. And one important thing is it shows the notification at the top saying that this lead is externally shared, and information would be available on this connection. Now if you see the title is blank here, if I refresh this tab, I should see title very soon. Like I said, there is no SLA, so it might take some time for title to appear. In case if you now this record is physically in the both orgs. So if you see their IDs are different. So this ID ends with a 9YK5, and this ID ends with a different. So that means these are two separate physical record. Any update made happen would be synced back to the my destination org. So now as you can see, without writing any code, you are able to replicate data between two orgs. It's a really gem. We should really not forget this capability. Normally Salesforce is not talking about it, and there are some news in the ecosystem saying that this feature is not going to be supported in the future. However, I have not seen any kind of those communication. So feel free to use Salesforce to Salesforce if it fits your bill. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something new again. uh, Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.